I spent years of my life feeling really unworthy. I never felt like I was good enough. I never felt like I was skinny enough or pretty enough. And I really struggled in social situations. Every time somebody would talk or I would try to answer or be a part of a conversation, I would always second guess the things that I said. And then I would really beat myself up after, going like, God, you're so stupid. Why did you say that? From that place, when you're trying to change yourself or fix yourself or lose weight or whatnot, if you're starting from a place of really feeling unworthy and swimming in all of your own insecurities, it is a bad place to start. If we come from this space of lack and unworthiness, we can willpower our way through to get anything we want, but what it ends up becoming is a distortion. You end up maybe getting what you want, maybe you end up getting healthier, maybe you end up losing weight, but then there's something still deeply rooted at your core that says you're unworthy, that says you're not enough, that says you're not good enough. Those insecurities pop up. And so there's a huge connection between self-confidence and weight loss and getting what it is that you want out of life. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm Audra Baker, and you are in the right place if you want to experience mind-blowing, life-shattering health and wellness and vitality and energy in the sexiest body you have ever had. So society gives us a very narrow definition to fit in order to, well, fit in. So we have to be a specific amount of pretty or skinny, and our bank account has to look a certain way. We should have a certain car. What kind of college did we go to? And whenever we can fit into that exact really, really narrow definition of success, all of a sudden, those are the things that start to build our self-confidence. And the problem with that is most people on this planet don't fit into that narrow definition of what it means to be successful. And so what happens is at a real visceral level, whether you fit into that category or not, there is a level of self-confidence that is lacking in so many people. And the truth is that when we can get to the space of self-confidence coming from a deeper, more rooted, real, authentic part of who we are, this is when we can really start to shine and show up in the world in a big way. Only because you are learning how to be more of who you are, authentically who you are, over and over and over again, whatever that looks like. And so there are really beautiful ways that we can start to build self-confidence. I have two that I want to share with you today. One of them has to do with being in your body. A lot of us are so disconnected from our body. We spend all this time from our neck up, totally in our head, wondering what other people are thinking, what other people are doing. We just spin this whirlwind of OCD that's just in our head, and we're completely disconnected from our bodies. And one of the big reasons why we're disconnected from our bodies is because for a lot of us, it hurts to be in our bodies, because in our bodies are where our emotions lie. It's where sensations lie, our sensational body, right? And when we want to touch that, when emotions come up or when sensations come up in our body, a lot of times we don't know what to do with it. And a lot of times it's painful. So what we end up doing is disconnecting and numbing out. And we numb out when we use food, and we numb out when we use alcohol, we numb out when we do drugs. All of these different things teach us to disconnect from our body, but what we're doing is we're disconnecting from our truest sense of self. So connecting to our bodies and being more in our bodies is a path to self-confidence. Now, I want to give you guys a couple of ideas of what that means, because some people will go, okay, well, be in your body, I guess I should go exercise, right? No, not necessarily. I know a lot of people who are up in their head and all they think about is how many calories they're burning while they're going for a run, and they're actually mutilating and beating their body up, and they're having some war with their body trying to lose weight, and they're not even connected to their body despite the fact that they're let's say being physical, that they're running or something like that, right? So exercise aside, I want to teach you guys how to actually be in your body. And the way to do that is through the sensational body, What do you feel? What do you see? What do you taste? What do you touch? What do you hear? What do you smell, right? How can you feel all of these sensations? And then also, how can you feel your emotional body? So what does sadness feel like? What does anxiety feel like? What does, elation and happiness feel like? Anxiety is a really big one, right? We often push that away. So like when there's like a tightness in the stomach and a constriction in the throat, right? And then all of a sudden you feel like you want to puke because all of a sudden you don't feel good and there's a rumbly in your tumbly. That might look like anxiety. Your heart starts pounding, right? There's tension in your body. Well, believe it or not, what you don't want to do is numb out from that. What you want to do is breathe into that, and you want to feel and experience that all the way through. And one of the best ways to do that, because you can imagine if you're feeling anxiety, there's a stress response that's happening. So what we want to do is complete the stress cycle. And feeling into that anxiety might mean that you start to move your body, you start to breathe deep, and you start to just like really scream as loud as you can and just like let all this out. Or maybe it means you grab a pillow and you just start slamming the pillow down as hard as you can, right? And these are ways to breathe and move through the body if indeed it's anxiety that you're feeling, right? Or sometimes it's happiness. If you're feeling happiness and elation, then usually you got to put on a song, right? And you go dance and you just start to feel into your body and move and breathe and really just notice what's going on and notice the experience once you either finish hitting a pillow or when you finish dancing. And then how do you just sit there and feel the energy moving through your body? This will bring you into right alignment with your body. And yes, it has a direct connection and correlation with self-confidence. The second thing that will definitely get you ironclad self-confidence is self-love, unconditional love, over and over and over again. And here's what I mean by that. There are the parts of us that are very in the shadows. We're ashamed of them. The parts of us that, God, we just wish didn't exist. Make that part go away. I don't even want that part of me. But that's the problem. What we do is we start to feel unconditional self-love for the parts of us that are shameful, for the parts of us that we judge, for the parts of us that we wish weren't there. Instead of wishing them away, what we do in that exact moment is we go, oh my God, I'm trying to push that part of me away. Okay, I'm going to send this part of me love. Okay, I'm going to hold that part of me. Oh, I'm going to just okay, it's okay. You've got this. I'm going to give you so much love over and over and over again. Because here's the thing. If you were given unconditional self-love all the way through your entire life as a child, unconditional love from those around you, and you were able to give yourself unconditional self-love, equal to that would be your self-confidence. Your self-confidence would be so high. So learning how to give yourself self-love, learning how to just hold yourself in that place, learning how to recognize when you want to push those parts away that you're like, oh, I don't even want to look at it. No. Instead of pushing it away, you bring it in, you hold it and go, that's okay. I'm going to love that part too. This is how to develop self-confidence. And whenever you have that, when you come from this real authentic place of self-confidence and self-love, then you want to make some changes in your life. You want to maybe lose some weight. You want to make healthier habits. You want to make your life trajectory go in a way that feels life-giving and energetic, right? Then now you're in a better position for it to actually stick because you are coming from a place of already loving yourself, of already experiencing this unconditional self-love. If you love this, if you get this, if you're like, oh my God, this is the answer, this is what has been lacking, then I really, really, really hope you'll join Love It to Lose It. It is the only body transformation system on the planet. Yes, it includes holistic nutrition and moving your body, but it also incorporates eating psychology and love and pleasure and sexuality and a way to integrate in unconditional self-love. And from those roots, this is where you actually start to change your life and your body from the inside out. Yes, if you liked it, if you like what we're talking about here, hit like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.